Pretty sure you heard that sound before. That's right, that's Solid Snake's coded call from the Metal Gear series. Today I'm going to talk to you about why Metal Gear is one of the best-selling titles in video game history, and possibly the world. Metal Gear has been one of the most critically acclaimed video game titles since the late 1980s, and has changed the face of the video game industry. When someone thinks of Metal Gear, you automatically associate that with a walking bipedal tank equipped with nuclear arms. And the most renounced character of the title, of course, Solid Snake. I can remember as 4 or 5 playing Metal Gear on my Nintendo console and my UHF television. Yes, the one with the dial that you have to turn. I remember sitting down playing Metal Gear for hours on end without getting bored. I find it amazing how Solid Snake could infiltrate places and you'd avoid detection. And I can recall Christmas of 1998 when Metal Gear Solid was released and I received my first copy. I immediately ran to my PlayStation and began to play. I couldn't put it down. I was so amazed how Metal Gear had gone from a 16-bit console to a full 3D scale. I just found how amazing Solid Snake looked and I couldn't put the copy down. And since then, Metal Gear continues to be a top shelf seller. So look at a little bit of the storyline behind Metal Gear. Now, Metal Gear started in a place called Outer Heaven by a man named Big Boss. Big Boss is the legendary soldier. He created a haven for all soldiers and mercenaries, a place where no one would have to answer to a government. So he did so, got a hold of Metal Gear and created an uprising. Now, there's this special forces unit known as Foxhound, and of course Solid Snake was in it, was sent to go stop this uprising. Later games such as Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid Snake, Snake's Revenge, Sons of Liberty, and even the latest one, Guns of the Patriots. The first one kind of set the path for all the later Metal Gears. They all have similar backgrounds, such as creating an uprising, capturing Metal Gear, creating a haven for soldiers, and trying to eradicate Metal Gear off the face of the planet. And now that we discussed some of the basic storyline, now let's move on to the live-action gameplay, so I can show you why this is such a remarkable title. You're at the game realm of Metal Gear. The element of surprise is your greatest weapon. You will guide Solid Snake past heavily guarded facilities without even being detected, as long as you keep the element of surprise, of course. Solid Snake is equipped with all the latest equipment, such as enemy detection radar and MK-23 tranquilizer gun, and of course, who can ever forget a pack of cigarettes? Why? So you can see all the lasers. The protagonist is never alone. Solid Snake is always connected via codec. That sound that you heard earlier in my speech, yes, that's what usually Solid Snake hears whenever they try to get in contact with him, such as his commanding officer, Colonel Ray Campbell, or later on in the series, Otacon, or aka Al Emmerich. Throughout the game, you'll utilize this aid to guide you through missions, and in case you get stuck, you can always reference back to them. Now that I discussed some of the excellent gameplay, live action, let's transition on to why Metal Gear is the greatest game. Metal Gear started out as a small title in 1987. Since then, the franchise has sold over 26 million copies of the game, and this is excluding merchandise. If I was to add merchandise, it'd be a lot more. This goes to show you how, critically acclaimed this title has become. Because of its stealthy gameplay, Metal Gear has become the first title in video game history to develop this concept. According to Hideo Kojima, the creator of the game, he said that Metal Gear has subverted a standard of not being all about shooting. It was about trying to form a tension of hide and seek. Now, Kojima changed the gaming history by his newly developed concept of stealth, or as he stated, hide and seek. No other game of this time period has used this concept. Metal Gear later paved the road for other games to soon to follow. See, Kojima wanted to get away from the whole run and gun thing. Games that you may recall from the time period, such as Contra or other games like that, where it was all, run, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. No, Kojima changed that. He wanted to add, being able to evade enemy soldiers and stuff like that. Whenever you'd get spotted, a little exclamation point would go up. For the gaming fans, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this. But furthermore, Kojima really put his foot in gaming history by developing this concept, because other games copied that. As you have heard, I have stated why Metal Gear has become the greatest title in gaming history. Many video games within Metal Gear series have been developed, and many more will be developed in the future because it's such a unique game title. No matter how many games might be released, they will all lack what Metal Gear has brought to the gaming history, and that is stealth and the element of surprise. As gaming progresses, Metal Gear will remain one of the most renowned titles since 1987, and it continues on 22 years strong. Metal Gear pleases many gamers, from old school gamers such as myself, or even new fans. Once you pick up this title, you won't want to put it down. You'll want to keep playing. And, thank you for listening to my brief speech about why Metal Gear is one of the greatest titles in all time. Thank you.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!